From Lagos, the nation's commercial capital, this is the news at 10. Live from Channels Television. Reporting tonight, Bimbo Oloide.
Hello and welcome. Tonight, Anambra people go to polls tomorrow to elect governor for another 4 years. Court declares this day bomber Mustafa Umar guilty of terrorism, sentences him to life imprisonment. EFCC arrests 2 sons of Jigawa State Governor Sule Lamido for alleged money laundering amounting to 10 billion naira. And United Nations Security Council rejects call by the African Union to stop trial of Kenyan president at The Hague.
On Business News tonight, interbank lending rates rises amid cash outflows to bonds and foreign purchases.
And on sports news tonight, 5 Nigerian players nominated for the African Footballer of the Year award.
In less than 12 hours from now, the people of Anambra State in southeastern Nigeria will be going to the polls to elect a new governor. This will be the first election in the state since 2010, when Governor Peter Obi won a second term in office. Interestingly, almost all the governorship elections in the state have been decided in court. Following the return to civil rule in 1999, Mr. Chinwoke Mbadinuju was elected governor on the platform of the People's Democratic Party. In March 2006, Mr. Peter Obi, the candidate of the All Progressive Grand Alliance, was sworn in as the next governor of the state after a lengthy court battle. 8 months later, Governor Obi himself was impeached by a faction of the State House of Assembly in November 2006 and replaced by his deputy, Mrs. Virginia Etiaba. It took yet another court battle for Mr. Obi to regain his mandate after the Court of Appeal had nullified his removal on February 9, 2007. The incumbent is thus seeing off his last term in office, and tomorrow the people of Anambra State will be going to the polls to elect who will pilot the state's affairs for the next 4 years. Well, Anambra State today experienced some relative calm from the hustle and bustle witnessed in the past few weeks due to the campaigns by political parties ahead of the governorship election tomorrow. And that's because it's the day before the polls and the law forbids any partisan activities within this period. For the Independent National Election Commission, it's time to put finishing touches to its preparations, as it boasts that anyone planning to rig the poll will be disappointed. Our correspondents on the ground have gone round the state to track the situation, and they bring us these reports.
My name is Kelvin Obetin. I'm right here in Awka, the Anambra State capital, one of the towns that make up the Central Senatorial Zone. We actually went round town to find out from residents about their preparedness for Saturday's election.
Fully prepared for the election, and I've got my voter's card ready for tomorrow. So when it is 7 o'clock tomorrow, I will go to the venue where I registered.
We are only praying that tomorrow INEC and the government in place, both federal and state, should allow people to exercise their franchise, free and fair election.
This is one of the local government areas in Anambra North Senatorial District. I had the opportunity of speaking to the youth, the women and some elders, and all that they said culminated in one thing: a free and fair elections. But let's hear them speak for themselves.
In free and fair election tomorrow, because our president promised us that security will be provided. So we are expecting fair and fair, one man, one vote.
And after this election, let God himself select a good one for us, because now we don't have electricity here in our village. We need it because many people are making use of it. and we need it. Need a good person that will see everywhere. All our roads are better. We want the person that will be choosing for us now.
But I believe that everything is okay tomorrow, by grace of God. Yes, we are waiting for. But I believe that everything is okay tomorrow, by grace of God. Yes, we are waiting for the next government.
What I expect from next government after tomorrow's election is peaceful atmosphere. The condition that we favor the common people, the masses, and not only the politicians. The policies that will favor common man.
As we approach the 0 hour in the Anambra governorship election, the people of the state are expecting that moment. They're anticipating the hour when they will be able to thumbprint and elect the governor for another 4 years. INEC, as the umpire, seems to be very ready for this particular election with all of the innovation and other preparation. They're saying that they have put everything in place to make the election a hitch-free one.
INEC 2013 is not INEC 2011. Neither is it INEC 2007 downwards. We've really modified the whole thing because we are Nigerians. It pains us that we cannot conduct a simple election and have a free and fair election. Although there are some minor incidences that will occur here, but it will not be manifesting it. For example, a ballot paper for this polling unit is not the same thing as a ballot for the other unit. You can carry from this unit to another unit. They thought that it is the type of INEC processes we had last year or 2011. It's not. We've changed so many things.
All said and done. If the Anambra governorship election comes as a success and all INEC has done comes out fine, 2015 election and elections before it is definitely going to give a whole lot of Nigerians confidence about the role of INEC. From Anambra State, I'm Shehu Okimbaloye reporting for Channels Television News.
Meanwhile, it's now confirmed that the 181 people arrested by the police in Imo State are indeed from Osun State. The police say they were arrested for alleged plans to perpetuate fraud in the governorship election holding tomorrow. But in a press conference today in Osogbo, the Osun Civil Societies Coalition put up a defense for the suspects, saying they were meant to be election observers in tomorrow's election in Anambra State.
We want to appeal to the IG to immediately instruct the CP to immediately release them and let them go about their lawful assignments. In as much as INEC has not withdrawn, their accreditation, we will resist any attempts to label our members as criminals, as gun runners.
The Edo State chapter of the People's Democratic Party is accusing the Edo State government of dragging the judiciary into partisan politics. The chairman of the PDP in the state, Mr. Dan Obi, alleged that the event at the Ogbemudia Stadium in Benin City, where the governor celebrated his administration's 5th year anniversary, also doubled as the official launch of the APC in the state. As such, the party insists that it was out of place for the chief judge of the state to have attended the occasion. Meanwhile, the state government has dismissed the allegation, saying the chief judge is part of the government.
The press conference was attended by PDP leaders from the 3 senatorial districts. The agenda? To brief journalists on the party's view of Oshomale's 5th anniversary celebration. Chief Dan Obi said the anniversary celebration was a political rally and should not have had the state chief judge in attendance.
I watched with embarrassment and disbelief the chief judge of Edo State, Honorable Justice Cromwell Idausa, sitting at the stadium watching yesterday's event. I want to quickly say he probably was invited to that ceremony to celebrate Adams Oshomole 5 years in office. But I also want to say that the moment he saw that that event was a political rally, The reasonable thing to do was to stand up and walk away. But instead, throughout the duration of that ceremony,
in a swift reaction, the special advisor to the governor on media, Prince Kazim Afegbua, said there was nothing wrong for the state chief judge to attend the anniversary celebration, as the three arms of government were all involved in the success story.
I think these are just pedestrian reasoning, which can only be located within the purview of PDP's echelon. You see, people get it wrong when they think that, oh, because the judiciary, the man that the judiciary, the head, the chief judge is now coming to celebrate with the governor because of that. He's going to bend his ways. The legislature, the judiciary, and the executive, they work in synergy to provide for a stable polity. The government is an APC-led government. So you can't divorce APC leadership from such kind of celebration.
It will be recalled that the celebrations also had in attendance some APC governors and top party officials from across the country as part of efforts to strengthening the party's political base.
In part 2, after the break, ASU leadership may call off 4-month-old strike tomorrow. Please stay with us.